Alright, welcome back to SoFlo TV again, everybody. It's your host with the most. Before we start this video, let me just extend my invitations to those who would like to tune in tomorrow, which is Mother's Day of 2020, between 4 and 5 p.m. We start at 4, we end at 5 p.m. For 1 hour tomorrow, we're going to go live for a virtual baby shower. As you know, Brains has the baby on the way and all these other things. So shout out to our SoFlo TV family. Just make sure you get to your computer, make sure you get to your phone, and just log on upon the thing. Go live with us tomorrow, Mother's Day, between 4 and 5 p.m. Standard Eastern Time. A celebration of life. Alright? Big up on yourself, and we look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow on Mother's Day 2020 here, live on SoFlo TV for this baby shower. Catch you then.
No pity, no mercy. The brutal killing of 76-year-old Kitchener Howard of Springbank in Portland Thursday night had left his 17-year-old granddaughter and residents in the area grief-stricken. You know what's crazy about this? Is somebody linked me recently and they said, SoFlo, what happened? Do you think the Rona something, do you think that it's stopping the murders in Jamaica? I said, no, murders are still happening. They're just not being reported at the level they were being reported before, because all news medias now are focused more on this whole outbreak thing, right? As the numbers rise daily and all that. In 2 weeks, we went from 79 cases to 364, something like that. Okay? And to see a story like this, it's just disheartening. Especially to know that it happened to an elderly person that was not just elderly, was elderly and ill. And I'm thinking to myself, who the hell would want to do this to someone that's elderly and ill? This has to be someone that this person knows, because a stranger wouldn't do this. A stranger probably wouldn't do this unless they're ill themselves, if you know what I mean. But this is somebody that knows who this is, and they're like, me have to kill him because I don't want him to tell, say I'm me. Sharika Clark, which is the granddaughter, told the Gleaner that her grandfather was battling cancer, and he had a difficult time walking, and he had been ill for quite some time now. She said that his quiet and friendly attitude enabled him to share an excellent relationship with other residents around the community, who are all just saddened at what they describe as the senseless killing of an ailing man. I feel sad. I cried. He was fun. He was loving. He was caring, said Clark. He had prostate cancer, for God's sake, and he could barely walk. He could hardly walk. We are all saddened by this, and we are trying to cope as a family. I really miss him. I think he was murdered in his sleep, she said. The body of the senior citizen was found in his one-room concrete house with what appeared to be stab wounds. He was found by the police about 11 p.m. He was pronounced dead at the hospital. Howard was last seen alive around 7 p.m. on Thursday by family members. He's a former musician who once played the banjo and is best remembered for performing at several hotels in Ocho Rios, St. Anne, and also singing for tourists on the Rio Grande in Portland. We are shocked by his murder, said 57-year-old Helma Brown, who is his neighbor. This is a quiet community, and the gentleman was well known to everyone here. It's hard to believe that someone in this space actually committed such a brutal act. He was such a cheerful and such a friendly individual, she said. This killing has left the entire community of Springbank in a state of shock. He was a harmless old man who was often seen hobbling about many days. Hobbling about because he could hardly even walk. And while he was doing so, he was still exchanging friendly gestures with just about everybody that came his way. This is the second murder that has been committed in Portland since the start of 2020. Now, let me say this. In times like these, social distancing, family not allowed to fly in because those of us who are overseas are trapped overseas, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. We're all going through it. I'm going through it. I have a family member right now that's very near and dear to me that I would love to be in Jamaica right now, and the plan was to be in Jamaica until this stuff happened. You know? There's family members who need help, medical help, and they have family members that are educated in that field, and we can't even get to them. It's sad. It's degrading. It's disrespectful. It's disgraceful to think that the life that this man lived, right? I'm being told that he is actually a famous musician. He is known, very well known, for his music. He's very well known for making people laugh and making people happy. Sometimes you have to really wonder, like, I'm not going to say, is there a God? That's not what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, you have to really wonder. Like, when people live good lives, and then they die at the hand of wicked people. I mean, imagine living to this age, right? And you get to 76. You're not far from 80 years old. 4 more years, he'll be 80 years old, right? And at this point of life, you don't know anybody that lived 80 times 2. So you already know, say what? This is the end of life for me. Whether it's a year or 10 more years, this is it. It's the end stretch here. And then comes cancer. Prostate cancer at that. And he's battling that. And according to his neighbors and people around him, he still found time to bring others joy, regardless. Even when he couldn't walk, he was doing what they call hobbling around. And somebody really took it up on themselves to do this man like this. His granddaughter said she thinks he was killed in his sleep. I don't hear any mention of if somebody broke into his house. I have heard, however, that a suspect was detained, but I've also heard that that suspect was let go, so I don't know if true or not. It's just a sad situation all around, man. My condolences go out to the family, and I don't wish this on anybody at all. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about this one. And are you planning a trip to Jamaica soon? Are you one of the people that I'm speaking about, like myself, that would have been there had it not been for this lockout thing where borders are closed and all this other stuff? Do you have family members that you have to go down there and see and make sure they're okay? And as soon as this stuff is lifted, are you planning on making the run? We got to look out for each other in these times. You know what I'm saying? We got to take care of each other. I'm out, man. Peace.